Welcome to Elks101, another episode of Elks Central, breaking this one down.
Reagan, touchdown Edmonton! Fajardo, Dunbar, back on top go the Elks!
Okay, welcome in Elks101, Declan, Eddie, and Rick, March 30th. Full CFL Combine recap incoming. Got a chance to get down there, watch the drills, watch the testing, talk to some guys. Really, it was a cool experience being down there. I'll kind of break down my own problems with the actual logistics of it, but it was cool. It was a lot of fun. Before we get to that, of course, our weekly 15 minutes of banter. What's up? How are we?
Solid, brother.
Ooh,
solid. Well, Duke lost.
Yep.
That was my pick for the tourney. So
it was mine too. But you know what? When Duke loses, you still win, even if you pick them.
Yeah, I like the Boozers.
You do, hey?
I like their pops. Did you watch Carlos?
Oh yeah, man, dude. Because Carlos was on that Bulls team with Derrick Rose and Taj Gibson and them. Like he was, dude. Rip Hamilton later in his career
on that team.
Carlos Boozer had a really good career, and it's crazy because Carlos Boozer, like if you. Yeah, man. Kansas legend. Yeah. With the goggles. Gordon, yeah. Aaron Brooks. I don't know if you remember him.
Sorry, just because you said Kansas legend. Who was Kirk's running mate on that Kansas?
Nick Collison.
Ooh, okay, Deck.
Yeah, man. Come on.
Ball nowhere. Ball nowhere.
Because here's the thing. For anyone who's, doesn't know these guys, those are two white guys. Mm-hmm. So they got a special place right here. You know what I mean?
Ball nowhere.
But what was I going to say about... What was like? Oh yeah, Carlos Boozer. This is what I was gonna say. Because Carlos Boozer, he had a good NBA career. Like he was a good player, but he wasn't like a superstar. Like no one thinks of him as like an upper echelon level of talent player. I'm just like I've just been thinking like if you saw Carlos Boozer playing at like the Y, you'd be like, that is the best basketball player I've ever seen in my life. Like everything was so clean about what he did. And it just kind of goes to show the gap. But yeah, like Duke, I don't know, man. Shout out the Boozer twins. Shout out Cam especially. He's going to be a top 3 pick. Cade had a good tournament, had a good opening round. But there's just something about seeing Duke lose that it's like seeing the Yankees lose or the Cowboys lose. Like they got that kind of elitism to them,
Yeah, for sure. I like John Shire too as a coach. I like him. He's not getting it done though.
No, man. He's blowing it in some pretty big ways. Like I saw the stat that they obviously their last 4 of their last losses or their last 4 losses in the tournament or something. In every game they had like a 95% win percentile chance.
Big leads.
Yeah, like that Houston game last year, they were up 9 with like a minute 6 left or something like that. This one they were obviously up 19. They ended up losing it. And I was watching the game obviously, and it's crazy. Like, I don't even really remember the comeback because it didn't. It happened so slow. Like it was a progressive comeback that normally when you have a big comeback from a 19-point deficit, like a team goes on a run. John Shire's got to call a timeout. Like there's some turnovers. This one was weirdly just like Duke was going through their offense. UConn was just getting stops. UConn was coming back the other way. And all of a sudden you look up and you're like, oh, I guess it is a 7-point game now. It's like, whoa, it's a 2-point game now. Like Karabon just hit a 3. He's 0 for 4 today. So it was a weird kind of comeback in that way. But here's the other thing. That final play, all Cade had to do was hold on to the ball. You weren't going to get a backcourt because it's 10 seconds in NCAA. Like, yeah, you were going to get trapped, but I mean.
Said that this morning. And even if he did get the backcourt, like they'll get the ball and have to inbound it, and you can at least set up and get a defensive possession, get yourself organized. But you're right. He wouldn't have even gotten it with the time.
And the thing is, like I presumably he was worried about the trap, but even holding it there, like for a trap to really be effective, like that's going to take a couple seconds. In that situation, it's probably more likely the refs are going to call a foul on something tight than they are just give UConn the benefit of the doubt to get a steal. So yeah, man, like just brutal way to go out. But shout out Braylon Mullins. He was 0 for 4 from 3 in that game. True freshman. He might be a redshirt freshman. I don't know, but he's a freshman and just shot of his life from the logo. Like that is what you dream about as a kid. The sound that made going through the net. And did you see the video of Bill Rafferty?
No.
It looks like he was someone tweeted the video of his reaction and it was like, we almost lost Bill Rafferty. And that's what it looked like. It looked like he was like it was crazy. I couldn't believe it. But what a game, man. What a tournament. I love it.
Man, I just thought of this too. Didn't even talk about it on the radio this morning. I'm shocked that we didn't. But how about Tiger? Crazy, huh?
Yeah,
is
man.
that the legacy?
Is it
tarnished?
You guys are more Tiger golf guys than me, so I'll kind of, give it to you two. My thing, like when I think of Tiger, I am still going to be like just an all-time peak of his peak performer where him at his best and the second best in his time was so vast that it wasn't even a competition. And then shortly after that, I'm going to think of all the problems. But I'm not going to think of Tiger personally as someone who left things on the table because of his off the course antics. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough.
But where do you like? I mean, you guys are the golf
you at,
guys.
Rick?
It's super unfortunate when it comes to him. I think I would look at it differently if he was drunk or if he was doing some sort of recreational situation. But I think, and I don't know if we'll ever find out, but I think what probably happened was he was on something that he needs to take in order to just get out of bed every day. Like that dude's body is broken, right? And imagine what he has to take just to feel somewhat normal. At the end of the day, you can't do what he did. He's got more than enough resources to have a driver, to have whatever the hell he needs. So that can't happen. But like I said, if it was he was drinking all day or something like that, I think I'd look at it a little bit differently. I feel bad for the guy after the fact that, you can't do that. It's a weird because it is what it is. I think I look at it a little bit differently. I feel terrible for the guy, but he puts himself in a bad situation. He can't do that.
No, it's tough.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna sit here and kill a guy who needs pills to just get through the day. Like that's a really tough place to be. But there is also a little bit of like, what is this, like 4 vehicle related? And like maybe we get like you're worth a Billy. Maybe we hire a driver.
Yeah.
Maybe we hire a driver.
The thing
you're Tiger Woods. Let's get a driver.
Why I don't believe it will tarnish any legacy is because, as you said, this is all post-career stuff. This isn't stuff that happened as he was playing and the antics. This is all broken body.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not Latrell Sprewell turning down a contract.
Yeah,
like the middle of his career.
Yeah, it's more sad than anything.
Also, I can't believe pardon?
Go on, can't believe what?
No, I can't believe I compared Latrell Sprewell to Tiger Woods. It's probably not a fair comparison, but Rick, how was the nation vacation, man?
That was fun. It was Tuesday, 3.5 days of going hard and having a good time. It was really nice to get out of this weather. It was above plus 30 the entire time we were there.
What did you guys get up to?
We went and watched the Tuesday game. We went to the game on Thursday. Obviously, we did a couple shows by the pool in the Golden Nugget during the day. Every day we were there, and then home time was Friday, but it was a late flight, so I think we were supposed to leave at 7:45 p.m. That got pushed back halfway through the day to like 9:30. Like I didn't get back downtown home till about 3 a.m. It was a long day, but the three of us, myself, Bag Milk, and Jay, we kind of hit out on the last day. We tried to get a late checkout for our room. That didn't work, so we just grabbed a different room.
Yeah.
And we popped over there and hid from everybody. We grabbed some food, ordered another, watched a couple movies, and kind of just hid away from everybody else.
Yeah, and you guys were all on Fremont at the Golden Nugget there?
Yeah, we stayed at the Golden Nugget. We were at Fremont, popped back and forth to the Strip and whatnot. It was a good time though. Always fun.
Yeah, that's good.
What was the game of choice?
Mine per se is craps. Yeah,
okay.
Myself, Bagged Milk, and Jay, we usually find a craps table or two, and we like to stand there for a little bit and get hot and have a good time there. Some other guys like to go play the craps. Your M Chuck, he's a big blackjack guy, so everybody gets spread out pretty nicely.
Dude, blackjack sucks. I hate blackjack.
Yeah, it goes so fast.
Yeah, and craps, like people have explained craps to me I've had craps explained to me many times. Like, still no idea how to play it.
That's one of those things where you need to get in there and you start to learn as you play. And then to learn the whole game like that, you got to play for like a good hour because there's so many minute little things that you need to be in every situation.
I feel like I'd like Baccarat as well. Never played that.
Don't know anything.
I'm
not a big gambler. Are you?
No, yeah.
A little sports gambling.
Yeah. I'm poker as well.
Oh,
play a lot of poker. Yep.
I hate losing money. I like winning, but I hate losing more.
I'm very listen, gambling is absolutely an addiction, like for sure. Terrible addiction, drive wedges into families, like really, really destructive. I'm very, very lucky that I'm like, I don't know what it is. Like it's
addicted?
No, dude, like I'm so well within my limits. Like it's crazy.
Nice.
Cause obviously, like nicotine pouches, like those kind of stuff. Yeah. It's like, it's one thing that, and I totally get why it's as addicting as it is, but I don't even want to call it weird. I don't know what it is, but I am like the most responsible. Like I'll walk away at any time. Like, you're like, hey, that's the, like it's, and a lot of people chase it. So I don't know. that sounded like this is a weird brag. I don't really know what I'm on about
humble
here,
brag,
but
humble
yeah,
brag,
no, it's a
humble
weird brag, but it's
You're better. He's better than us.
Yeah, exactly.
no, yeah, like I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I'm just yeah, no, I like poker. Poker's awesome. I love my favorite variation, 7-card stud. You have to play that like online. You can't really find that in casinos. I like PLO as well. That one you'll get every now and then Hold'em is the one that kind of everybody knows. So
Of course.
yeah,
Of
but
course.
poker's sick. Never got into blackjack. The slots are fun, but that's one you like throw a 20 in there and walk away. Like you're not hitting on the slots. Like
No. That's like a time killer.
Yeah. You can't be doing
No, you can't be going to the slots expecting anything.
No.
Young Waz hit a couple slots wins there. So
I saw
on his Instagram story.
He was
Yeah,
hitting, huh?
he was winning.
He
was
walked
winning.
out of there pretty nice, huh?
Yeah.
How much did
hit
he hit on
He's hit a couple, man. Waz
grand
probably
he
walked home with about $2,000.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
American.
Yeah, he was feeling it.
He's feeling it.
Yeah,
That
I think
boy
he was probably the big winner in the whole trip. I think.
All right. Big woes.
Sorry, I was so far away from the mic there. Yeah, all right. Should we talk a little CFL Combine?
Oh, I
this
want to
past
hear
weekend?
your experience.
Yeah.
Jack.
So
Pop that cherry.
yeah, it was cool. It was cool to be down there. So we'll talk about kind of the athletes and the conversations I had with these guys as well. But just I kind of get into the logistics of it, and I talked a little bit about this on the radio on Krueger show on Friday. It was very much so. So the first day was Friday at 9 a.m. That was when the first round of testing was. It was like it was supposed to be 9 to noon. Ended up going like 9 to 11:30, 9 to 11, whatever. Second round of testing, which was just the bench, that was going to be after that. And then you were going to be able to talk to the athletes after. But so I get down there at like 9 o'clock, and like it already feels like I'm like unwelcome. Like the lady who's checking me in is already like, and what are you doing here? And who are you here with? Like that kind of thing. So I'm already immediately like, all right, like let's, because someone was in front of me also checking in, and I got to the table or whatever, and she was like, did you hear that conversation? And I was like, well, no, like I wasn't eavesdropping. Like, I don't know. And she was like almost like mad about it that I wasn't like didn't know what to do. So anyway, so I get so it's like, initially it's like 3 like rungs of things. So I like check in with her, and she's like weirdly like kind of like pissed about it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just one of those things, like one
Just
of those
inconvenience
of
having to do her job. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, a little bit of that. And so anyway, I get to like security, and security's like the security for the field house or whatever, which is just like I don't even, it's just like a contracted like company here in like Edmonton, like, and she's kind of like, do you know where to go? And I'm like, no, still my first time here. Nothing changed from the 30 seconds it took me to walk from that table. So she's kind of like, tells me where to go. Then like one of the comms guy, he like comes and grabs me. He's like, do you know what to do? Like, I'm just like, no, man. Like like, and I'm very, very like, I will always, like, I have no shame in asking a question if I don't know something. Like some people, which is totally fine. Some people kind of are like, hey, like they don't want to say anything because they don't want to appear. You know what I mean? But I have no question being like, where, like, none of that.
Got to be that way.
Yeah.
Bold.
So anyway, so get taken to the media area. It's just, by the way, I get there like at 9 a.m., like right at 9 a.m., maybe a little before, maybe just a little after. Tables like filled, which is whatever, it's fine, but it's not exactly like a huge table. And it's like you got kind of your CFL people here, a couple of the 3 Down Nation guys were there, and like maybe a few other people, and there's like a good portion of us who are just kind of standing off to the side. So we get there, and I'm like, is there like a chair, like is there like more tables, like what's kind of the setup here? So anyway, so basically what it was, we're confined to the south wall in the field house for like the entire 3 hours of testing. Eventually, by the way, you know what's actually crazy? This is something else. I think the comms guy went and got two other people's chairs and didn't get me one. It might have been someone else. But I ended up, I ended up just going to get myself a chair from like way off on the side or whatever, which is like, this is all whatever. But anyway, we're there. And so we're facing the south wall. And basically, or we're like back against the south wall. Basically, the only thing we can see is the shuttle drill. Like that's the only thing we have eyes on. Shuttle drill is right there. The broad jump is kind of off to, it's like a little way to the right. The vertical is like basically parallel to us in the corner. Can't see that at all. The 40's on the complete other side. Like not, and I said this as well. I didn't even know where the 3 cone was. Like I had 2.5 hours to look for. I couldn't see the 3 cone. Like I didn't even know where it was.
Yeah.
So we're there,
they
like
kept you guys along that wall, kind of against the wall there. Was there a netting down?
Yeah, behind the mesh.
The mesh was down.
Yeah, mesh was down. And so my thing was like, or the thing was, I guess I should say. So we're there, and you can't really you don't really know what's going on. Like you can obviously, like the shuttle drill, you can see fine, but you don't. Like there's no board with results. There's no one coming by like telling us results. So like to find the results, you just have to go to CFL.ca and find the live updates. And I kind of made the point on Krueger show. I was like, you could have been home from your couch, like checking the CFL.ca, texting me, and I would have got the results faster that way than I would have been down there on the Fieldhouse Wi-Fi. You know what I mean?
Which is that's hard to do though. I'll stop. Let's just stop there. That's hard to do. Like, what are you going to do? Have a person so and so is over running the 40. This is what he got, and then at the same time, so and so just finished running a T test. Oh, but at the same time, so and so just benched this. Like,
I agree.
I agree. And we're not advanced enough to have it electronically. We know that. There's no big board with everybody on it.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with you. My thing is like, my thing was like, because this was kind of the overall point I made about it. Like being down there until I got a chance to talk to the players, and I'll touch on that in a second as well. Like there was no reason to be down there. Like there was no reason to be down there. I could have showed up at 12:15 when I talked, or like 12:45 when I talked to the players, and it would have been the exact same experience. It just would have saved me 3 hours.
It would have been better if we just did our pod from there, like I was trying to do.
Because there was like, and again, like I don't disagree with what you're saying. Like, how are they really going to relay this to us? Like, it'd be tough. But there was just no real reason. Like, you get to see it with your own eyes, which is awesome, and that's dope, and that's cool, and that holds value. Like, you want to see that, of course, but like you couldn't do anything. Like, I made the point. I was like, being down there as a media member, Big J. I was like, I didn't like really have a purpose there. Like, there was nothing to.
What about vantage point from up top around the track? Was there people watching from up there?
So there were, but it was like fans, and it wasn't even.
See, that would have been cool though, because you could have gone up there and been mobile and went around and saw the different drills from up there.
Yeah, so that's another thing. Like, so we were like truly restricted to this area, and because like we weren't allowed to leave. Like, it was like you weren't allowed to leave the field house without an escort. Because I asked, I was like, hey, like if I want to go to the bathroom, because like at the Commonwealth there, the bathrooms are just kind of like out. Yeah. He was like, no, you got to get escorted. So I eventually just ended up going in the changing rooms because I was like, I'm not doing this every time. Just shout out dressing room 4. I was in there like 4 times. But
oh boy, and I know you.
Yeah,
coming
man.
in there heavy-handed.
I'm telling you, man.
Heavy-handed, so to speak.
Like I had my magazine and everything. But yeah, so anyway, at like 11 or so, if a guy finally kind of comes by, 11, 15, whatever it was, guy kind of finally comes by. This is like kind of crazy. He asks like everyone who they want to talk to. He skips me. So
who was it? Was it name drop?
Never got a name. Okay. Never got a name. No idea. He was French though. And he was a really nice guy. I worked for them both.
Oh,
days.
shorter.
He was a really nice guy. No, he was tall, big boy too. Big boy, tall, big boy.
A shorter French guy who was in that type of role. Okay, go on.
But anyway, so then we like make eye contact, and he's like, "You want to talk to anybody?" I'm like, "Yeah, man." So I give him a list of names. This is like 11:15. He's like, "Yeah, for sure. Like, you will talk to them after the first round of testing here." So first round of testing ends. No one comes back. Like, no one comes back to say, "Hey, like, here are your guys." So I'm still just sitting there waiting. Like, don't talk to any of them. I'm thinking like, this is like, I'm not gonna get a chance to. Because the other thing was, I had to jet back out at like probably 1-ish to like get back to do radio for Krueger's show. So I'm like, we're gonna go into the bench, and by the time it's done, like I'm not gonna have a chance to talk to anybody. So it did end up working out that during the bench, he pulls me to the side and he says like, "Hey, I have these guys for you." So I got a chance to talk to these guys. But it was just like, and this was day 1. Day 2 was a little bit better, but it was just the whole thing was like, I was like, you like the vibe was that you're so inconvenienced by us being here. Which I just didn't, and I've never been one to be like, you owe me something because I'm media. Like if players don't want to talk to me, that's cool. If you don't want to deal with me, like that's cool. But my thing was like I'm down here. Like you've kind of invited us down here. You've let us be here. Like there's not a whole lot going on for us.
And it's unfortunate because the CFL is going to CFL and just like continue to get in their own way, trip over themselves. Get the media involved.
Yeah.
Get your product out there to as many platforms as possible. Push it.
Yeah. And
don't act like it's a hindrance. Push it.
Especially right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like the woman who checked me in, she was like, she felt like one of like, not the head comms person, but she felt like she was right below the head comms person. Like she was she was like kind of like doing laps. Like she was running it like the Navy. Like I remember at one point I asked her a question, just like quick 1-word answer. I'm like, man, like you can just talk to me like
it's poor relationship, man.
Is this a CFL event or an Elks event?
CFL.
In terms of like people like running it. So CFL, like that lady, is she an Elks person or like the league brought her in?
That's
it was all CFL.
For example, like the coach's dinner that was on the Tuesday or the Wednesday, that was Elks. The Elks had to put that on.
Yeah.
But this is all league.
Yeah. And like I love the CFL. I love watching the athletes. I love being down there. But the whole time I was just like my whole vibe was like, I'm sorry I'm bothering you guys.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
That's unfortunate. What about like some of the faces? The Farhans, the Dave Nailers, were they all down there?
Yeah, so Farhan was there. I didn't see Dave. Farhan and Paul Lapalisse were down there. They had field access, those two. We didn't. Like me, John and JC from 3 Down Nation were there. I didn't see Dustin a little bit. I asked them questions because like no one was really giving me anything. I was like, hey, like you guys have done this a time or two. Like, what's up? Like, what's kind of the protocol? Like, when am I going to get a chance to talk to these guys? Things like that. They were very cool about it. They were nice. They were also kind of in their own world a little bit, but like I understand it. And then the final thing I'll say before we actually get to like watching some of the testing. And again, this is me being a little like I don't want to be too complaining because I don't like you don't need to roll out the red carpet for me at all. Like I don't want to say that, but I wouldn't have minded like can you guys toss us a water bottle? Like, can you talk like
gonna say something
like you know what I mean? Just
I
like
thought you were gonna say like a little medium meal or something.
No, well, I actually
But
John actually asked about that. I don't know what the answer was, but I remember hearing him ask about it. But I was just like, hey, it's like it's 9. 9's not early, but it's like, hey, maybe like some coffee would be cool.
Yeah.
Like just a water bottle, like
The old continental breakfast.
Didn't even have to be that.
Just fruit,
yeah,
just fruit and coffee. But clearly they're lacking in the relationship department based off what you've said.
yeah, and I don't know my thing also was like I feel like I have a pretty decent, like kind of approach to it where I'm like, hey, like I don't, if you guys don't want to talk to me, that's cool. Like no worries.
Yeah,
like
polite and
yeah.
respectful too, man.
But my thing was also like it was my first time down there. Like there could have been a little bit more like, oh, hey, it's your first time. I'm like, cool, thanks for being here. Like, this is how it goes. Instead of just like, you should know what's going on, you pig.
You're here.
Yeah, like whatever.
Why?
Like, they're gonna take my credentials for next year.
No.
But I do want to talk about some of the testing because I did get a chance to get some eyes on these guys. So I'll try and run through. I want to run through the numbers here. We can run through some of that and then talk about what we actually saw day 2 on the field and stuff. And I'll talk about some of the guys we talked to as well. Yeah. So the first guy who really stood out testing wise was Jeseleomi Ojeteleo. He is a wide receiver at Wilfrid Laurier. He had the best vertical on the day at 38 inches. He was top 5 in the 40, top 5 in the broad jump, top 5 in the 3-cone. Again, like 3-cone, I didn't see that at all. I just checked the website, but like watching him kind of move and watching him just like be around and watching just kind of hit, like he looked the most like an athlete. Like he had good size, about 6'2", 220, and he looked the most like kind of pro ready, if you will.
So that 6'2" is a big frame, huh?
He's got a big frame. He's got good. When I did get a chance to talk to him on Saturday, I thought his shoulders might be a little broader. When I got to see him up close, it was a little bit tighter, but he had a good frame. Like he was strong. He was built well. And like I said, like his testing was crazy. Top 5 in 40, broad jump, 3-cone, best vert. Now when we actually got to the testing on Saturday, when they were running through the gauntlet, he was hit by the drops monster a little bit. And I was going, oh, just like, come on now. He had a couple drops, but I will also say there were 3 quarterbacks at the combine. And then they brought in for the gauntlet, they brought in some of the U of A Golden Bears.
Oh, okay.
And there were some tougher balls.
Yeah,
like there were some
but
throws that were behind.
I'm
yeah,
sure
like especially in the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Like in the gauntlet, like
you're going
mid
speed.
Yeah.
One-on-ones, how'd he look? Was
One-on-ones
he out there? Or?
He looked good, not great, I would say. And I like one-on-ones are in this situation is really, really preferential to the wide receiver. Like really, really it's so if you're not looking great, it's almost like you're not looking good. You know what I mean? Because it's like 3 seconds, forget about that. Like safety over the top, forget about that. I know.
You
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the DB, like
all
everything works.
Corner posts and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So he looked fine. It was actually kind of tough because when I was on second day, which was at Footfield, when I was moving down to the to watch the one-on-ones, I ran into somebody who was a fan of the podcast, which was awesome. Shout out. And we had a great conversation. He asked me a bunch of questions about the league. Like it was really cool. I was really happy to answer them. But part of me in the back of my mind I was like, oh man, like the one-on-ones are over there. Like I'm trying to
get that.
Yeah. But no, it was good. There were a couple guys. Cyrus McGarrell, he was one. I thought he really shined. He's a DB. I thought he really shined in the one-on-ones.
Out of where?
He is out of Northern Illinois. And I hope it was, and if it wasn't Cyrus, it was the guy who had his number. It was the guy who had 55. Pierre Kemeny as well. He was a DB out of Ohio.
So you're telling me what school, where are they born? Do you have that?
Yeah. So Cyrus, he was born in Windsor.
Okay.
Pierre, because the other thing is, DBs, they like to roll up their jersey.
Yeah.
So it could have been Pierre as well if
Swagged out.
Cyrus wasn't testing, because it honestly was tough to tell, like with the rolled up jersey 55 59 look really similar. I assumed it was Cyrus. It could have very well been Pierre Kemeny. He went to Ohio, but he was born out of Milton, Ontario.
Cool.
But yeah, he great recovery speed, like because he got beat on, I want to say it was like a sluggo maybe, just bit on it, but great recovery speed, got the hand up, like great ball awareness. I thought that was really cool to see. Ethan Stewart, he was another guy I wanted to talk about because he tested really well. 3 Down Nation actually released an article, 8 risers from the 2026 CFL Combine. Just Laomi, he was on it as well, presumably due to his testing. Ethan Stewart was on it as well. He was a guy, he had the best shuttle and best 3 cone times on the day. And in the one-on-ones,
What
he
was
was
the shuttle?
Oh, I'd have to pull it up. I don't have it written. I can pull it up for you. I can pull it up for you. But he in the one-on-ones was really aggressive, really physical, liked to get up and press. He like pretty like physical body type, like got his hands on receivers. Average DB. He looked like like picture a DB. That's what his body looked like. I'll look up the shuttle time really quick if you guys want to waffle.
Who impressed you the most? Would that be your number one that you had on the list?
Oh, that's a really good question.
Was there someone you walked away and thought, "Oh man, dude's a stud"?
His shuttle time was 4.01, by the way.
That's fast.
Yeah, that's quick. The one guy, well, I'll tell you, one guy I was really impressed with actually. I'll try and think of who I was most impressed with, but who I was really impressed with was Charles Aslan. He's a running back out of Ottawa. When they were going through drills, he was attacking it so quick, because I think there is kind of a tendency when you run through these drills, you kind of go through the motions a little bit, just because like you've been doing these drills since you were 8 years old. Like, yes, it's the CFL Combine, yes, intensity raises, but there is still some degree of like, I think, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong here, of I've been doing this since I was 8. Like the motions are just, you kind of get into a rhythm of how.
Yeah, and you're thinking you're thinking about it, not wanting to fall or trip or something. So maybe a little bit slower too.
Yeah.
Where some guys, like you say, they're attacking it. They're aggressive with it.
Charles's thing was he would plant and go so quick and so strong. Yeah, he was really twitchy. Yeah. He'd get up, like just the little shoulder, shoulder shudders he does. Like it was really, really quick there. I really like watching him on that. And then I wrote down for him movement. Good note, Declan. But then watching them do the blocking drills against the linebackers, he would eat contact. The linebackers. What did I say?
I heard it too.
Yeah,
Blackers.
Oh wow.
Whoa,
Freudian slip.
Racist.
A lot of white backers out there, to be fair. But you you're kind of up against it. And Charles, listen, he's not the best pass blocker in the world from what I saw in this situation. He's more built like a running back. He's not built like a fullback, but he was happy to eat the contact.
Yeah,
like he was
sticking his helmet in.
He was happy to get in there. He was hands on the inside of the shoulder pads. Like he was, and again, like he's up against it a little bit. I'm not going to call him undersized. He's a running back. He's built
jitterbug
like
guy. Probably.
Yeah. He's a jitterbug guy, east-west kind of guy. But he was happy to initiate contact. He was happy to
give him a screen pass and let him go.
Wigbe Mambo, excuse me, a running back out of Windsor. I don't want to highlight the guys who did poorly, but you don't want him in pass blocking sets. Unfortunately, didn't love contact, really shied away from it, and he didn't listen. I mean, he was a U Sport athlete playing OU. I'm not going to say he doesn't know how to pass block, but it was a tough one for him in a lot of sets. It was a tough one. Just
the fact that you notice that he's shying away from contact, no offense, but you notice that. Oh man, that's
and the guys who mean something are going to.
And I mean that very respectfully.
Yeah,
like coaches will see that and be like, "We don't want any part of this guy."
Yeah, well, I got coach brain though.
Yeah, he is.
No, but that was one. I'm trying to say. So I'll go position kind of by position. This is one that you'll like. The offensive linemen in the one-on-ones versus the defensive linemen were having a tough day.
Really? Eh?
And this one was a little. So this
was feasting.
Yeah, a little bit, man, for sure. This was obviously on the second day there at Footfield. And again, it was kind of set up like, I don't know if you saw my tweet, but when they first went into the testing, the DBs were just running through the base drills. They were like way far off in the corner. I couldn't really see them. So for this drill, O-line, D-line, these one-on-ones, basically how it was set up is we were also Footfield. I don't know. Was it east, west, north, south. I think we were on the south side as well.
Okay.
I don't know if it's south or north, but we were on the south side. They were on kind of like the north side, with the one-on-one linebacker running backs being on the south side. So you couldn't get as good an eye on them, but watching them, like, it was, the defensive line was feasting.
Really,
like they were. Again, I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, but Riley Sheffer out of UBC, he had a tough day, man. Like, every time I would look over, he was just on his back.
Getting beat.
He was getting.
That's not good.
Now they would get a couple pancakes in there every now and then. Franklin Abolo, I'm pretty sure, he out of Calgary, played at UFC, born out of Calgary. I'm pretty sure he had a couple pancakes, and the line would celebrate, like, as you should, because most of the time when you looked over there, like, that defensive line was, they were doing well. Okay, let's move on here.
Was there any big physical presences there? Like, I asked you who you walked away and like, oh, that dude's a stud. What about physically?
Yeah, so I got a chance to. It's a great question. I got a chance to talk to Frank Mulipola. He played at Arkansas last year. He's from American Samoa, so he's obviously Polynesian Samoan.
Thick-boned.
He had the biggest head I've ever seen. Like, it was, dude. I can't.
That was thick-boned. That's a real thing,
dude. I was like staring at him. Like, I was staring at his head while I was talking to him. He probably wanted to be like, "Are you good, man? Like, is everything cool here?" Because I just could not.
Periffin it,
dude. It would get to the point where he would finish his answer, and I would still be looking at him, and he'd kind of be like, "Is there another question?" And I'd be like, anyway, because I was just like, I was in awe of, and he, obviously good size, like big, just built thick. Another guy I talked to who had really good size was Wilfred Penne. He's a French guy, played at Virginia Tech. I think he had the second most bench presses on the day at 29. Okay. I talked to him. He really wanted to get 30. I think he said he got up near 30 at his pro day. He had good size as well. He was a little bit, he's not short. He was probably like 6'2", which is a little shorter for the position, I guess. But he was wide. He was thick. He was very strong. Yeah. Pardon?
Good looking.
Yeah. No. No. He looked the part for sure. Offensive line. What else do I want to go through here? I guess Jack Warwick. Yeah, Jack Warwick out of Saskatchewan. I'd kind of taken an interest in him going in. He's out of Strathmore, Alberta, so he's relatively local. Played at U of S, and I feel like there's kind of a connotation that, like, you sport athletes who play out at U of S are just like, you can plug them into the CFL on the offensive line. So I was kind of interested in him. I didn't watch him too much in the one-on-one testing, but for the one-on-one testing, but for the skill testing, he had the worst 40 on the day, which, like, you're an offensive lineman, that's fine. That's going to happen. He was also bottom 6 in pretty much everything else, bottom 10 at best. Okay. And he only had 12 on the bench.
I was going to wait to hear that. Just if it's please don't say a measly bench.
12 on the bench.
I know what that's all about. I've seen that, man. It's
getting beat out by White.
Yeah, not much not to write the kid off, but there's not a ton to work with there.
No.
When you're coming last and everything physically. Yeah. And then at least if you had like a mid bench 25 reps, okay, so he's not an athlete, but he's strong in the trenches.
It's funny you said 25 would have been one of the top benches today. The most we had, or over the weekend, the most was 30. Most was 30. Yeah, man, it was
soft.
And there were some guys because obviously short arms, they just fly up. There were some guys with short arms who would pump out the first like 18 quick
and then gas.
Yeah. So, is what it is there. Let's move on to the DBs. This was definitely the most notes I had. Ethan Stewart, Jackson Brashear. Oh no, sorry, that's linebackers. We'll get to that in a second. Ethan John as well. Another DB out of Windsor. I thought he tested really well. He was 4th in the 3 cone. He had a 33-inch vert. Was moving out there really. Always had his hand. I feel like there's kind of a tendency, and maybe I'm wrong on this, but I feel like players, they don't want to kind of invite the PI, so they're not as active with their hands as they need to be.
Yeah.
But he was always very
aggressive with it.
Yeah, he was very aggressive with his hands. And again, like these one-on-ones against the wide receiver, how would you kind of describe it? Because they are so up against it in that setting.
Yeah, it's hard. And with so much space, unlimited space out there. The only pushback I'll have is, as these receivers, you get some Mickey Mouse quarterbacks throwing you the ball. So it can be wildly inaccurate sometimes. But you're right. The DBs, they, especially when some of these receivers, I don't know if they had it in this setting. I'm assuming they did, but letting the receivers waggle down at them too.
Oh yeah.
So they're waggling down and you have the whole field. It's like total mismatch.
And that was my thing, like talking to some of the American guys, like what's kind of obviously the transition from 4 down to 3 down. And obviously they mentioned the waggle and just how, because you get a lot of these guys who like, no, I shouldn't say a lot, but you get some guys who play like they'll play like academy football where they're playing 4 down football. And then they go to play NCAA, which is 4 down football. And so they haven't dealt with the waggle since they were like 12. And I don't even know how much the waggle gets worked into like Pee Wee Adam.
Not a ton.
Like, yeah, like obviously it does, but it's not near the same.
No,
you know what
it's
I mean?
not a weapon.
Yeah, like kids don't exactly right.
Levels.
So like coming into like a one-on-one situation where you've been playing 4 down ball for the last like 8-9 years, and all of a sudden this is thrown at you in the combine. That's why like guys who really kind of showed out with that, like the Pierre would be one, Ethan Stewart, and like those. That's why I really take notice. I'm like, that's tough to deal with. Now, granted, Ethan he played U Sports, so that's a bad example, but you kind of get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Linebackers, they all looked. No linebacker really popped to me. Osere Odemwinge out of Calgary and Larry Eunice out of Guelph would maybe be the two.
You're really nailing the names.
I'm trying hard.
Did you practice?
I practiced Jeseleomi Ojeteleo like 12 times.
You're nailing them. There's about 3 different names you've really nicely.
I'm trying.
Flow.
I think a big thing that helps is like tennis. Like I love tennis, and those tennis names are always obviously
True.
these are different. These are generally speaking African, and you'll get like European names in tennis. But I like to think I have the inflection down because of tennis, so I don't know. But yeah, those two popped. Larry had 24 on the bench. Osore had 23. They were doing well. Like they were shedding blocks well. In the one-on-ones again, like sometimes it's just the matchup. Like sometimes you just get an undersized running back who's not really a pass blocker, and you're going to look a little bit better. Is what it is. Jackson Brashear, I don't know if I mentioned him as well.
Mention the name.
Yeah, he was one. Sorry, I touched on him last when talking about the DBs. He was one of the linebackers who showed out well. I thought he played U Sports in Ottawa. Mark Rondeau, they were good, man. Like no, I didn't watch any of the linebackers thinking like, oh my goodness, there's Nick Anderson.
No.
Oh my goodness, there's Chip Cox. But it's it's tough to do, right? Like it's tough to do kind of in this setting, but thought they tested fine. Defensive lineman Ebenezer Debula, liked what he brought. He was out of Kennesaw State.
The end?
D tackle.
Okay.
D tackle. Panay Wilfred liked what he brought, like I said. And Frank Mulapola. I don't really actually, unfortunately, remember watching too much from him at the from the actual like drills. Like I only remember him really from the tests. My fault. Probably should have had more on him, but is what it is.
Yeah, you're thorough though, man.
Yeah,
you got your sheets. You're thorough.
Took a lot of notes. Yeah, took it seriously. And then Giordano Vaccaro.
I was going to ask about my boy. That's my guy.
Yeah,
Purdue.
Yeah, out of Purdue. He was one.
Born and raised Winnipeg. Came through Recruit Ready.
Yeah. Where's Clearwater Academy?
Florida.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
Sent a few guys down there.
Yeah. Yeah, there were a good few from Clearwater there. He played Purdue, played Big Ten ball. He's so high on mocks that I honestly, and this is probably hand up, not the best move by me. I honestly found myself not really watching him because I was like, he's so high on every mock I've seen. Played NCAA at Purdue after playing at Clearwater. Like they must be right about him. It's also,
dude, what's nuts about him? So Recruit Ready, a program that I helped, fund from the ground up with my boys. There was 5 of us, and they're going strong still, putting out prospects. Yeah. But this Gio, man, he came out of high school in Winnipeg and won the JP Metris in his first year of U Sport.
No way.
Lineman of the year.
Wow.
In U Sport, coming
That's
directly
incredible.
out of high school. No red shirt, nothing. As a true freshman. That is telling.
Yeah, that's
next
really,
level.
really tough to do. It freshman
18-year-old.
Yeah, like that's
lineman
tough,
in U
man.
Sport.
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't see him much. I wish I, could report now, especially I wish I could report more on him. But it was just one of those things, like I said, like he's so consensus. Like number 1, I think he's so consensus number 1 or like top 3 first round.
Yeah.
That it's like, how can you go high? Yeah, like how can you not just believe that? I don't think everyone's wrong about this guy. So yeah. Some of the conversations I had, Just Laomi, he was good. He had a good head on his shoulders. I talked to him kind of about, the testing. He took it very humbly. He was probably the one, actually, now that I'm saying this, he gave the most like media trained answers, probably. Like everyone was a little bit more willing to kind of break down what was going on. He was more like, I'm just doing it, just showing out for the coaches, like just happy to be here, all that, which is cool, like good answers, but it was
not as raw.
Yeah, it wasn't as telling. Like I talked to, because what was funny about Wilfred Penne, as I get back to my notes here, he played at Virginia Tech. He actually was with the Patriots. He got cut because of a visa issue. So, because he's born out of France, so it's not like he couldn't play. It was a visa issue that kept him out. And so, talking to him, he was like, "Yeah, man, like it sucked. It was kind of out of my control. Like, obviously not totally out of your control, but it's not like you got cut because you're bad at football." And he was like, "Yeah, so I just want to prove that I can play. I just want to prove that I can be a good football player." Tested very well.
So, what's the connection to Canada?
He was. I don't think there is one. There is no connection to Canada. Born out of France. He's eligible for the global draft.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
there were a couple guys who were eligible for the global draft.
I was wondering, like, what the heck is he doing?
Yeah, he went to St. Thomas More High School, so that maybe is a school in Canada. I don't know. But yeah, he's eligible for the global draft. He was, great. Like I said, great size. Talk to him. It was just really cool. Like what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transcribe all of it, obviously, and post them as articles. I think it's gonna do a little bit better than just sitting here giving you their answers. Absolutely. So we'll do that. But the testing was really cool. Like day 2 was a lot of fun. I didn't go on day 3. But yeah, I feel like I got a good look at everybody. Yeah, I feel like it was well. So yeah,
sure.
Where did the Elks pick?
3, 12, 21, and they have one more pick in the top 21. I can't forget where it is though. But they
be interesting to see what direction they go.
Well, what direction do you think they're going to go? Because Jason asked me on Friday as well. He said, "Do you think they go O-line there?" And I'm kind of like, "Yeah, you can never have too many offensive linemen."
I was going to say O-line or receiver, most likely.
3 Down Nation, I think their last mock draft, they had them mocked to take a linebacker. Out of Rutgers.
Yeah. And that didn't make sense. We talked about it. It makes no sense.
What are we doing here?
Like you already just squeeze Niles out because there's not enough room.
Everything I've read, it's not the best draft for wide receivers in terms of top end, like 1,200-yard guy. I wouldn't mind them bolstering up that a little bit because I was thinking about it. Like you look at Austin Mack playing out of the slot, presumably you like that. You look at some of the guys like, I don't know, OJ and Benjamin, who we're high on. They're true wideouts. Kaon, can play out of the slot, but is kind of like, I wouldn't mind another slot receiver, but it's a tough one to.
Oh, what's his name? The giraffe out of NDSU.
Oh, hold on.
Like on the Elks currently.
Oh, Arkell.
No,
Zach
Mathis.
Yeah, Zach
Mathis. Yeah, NDSU. Yeah, him too, back in the mix.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. That's true. So yeah, I don't know. It's offensive linemen are a little bit like DBs. You can never have too many of them. Like just keep stocking them.
Keep adding.
Yeah, but I'll be interested to see where they go for sure. And yeah, they were like Coach Killam. He was down there. He was taking everything in.
Chop it up with him at all?
No.
Dak, how you doing? You got any coaching plays for me? You got any offensive schemes, Dak?
I was yelling through the mesh. I was like, "Run this one."
Telling the receivers in one-on-ones, run a go.
Yeah. Dude, it was that was another dude. That's another thing I find when I talk to these guys. Like when I talk as DBs especially, like when I bring up like cover 3 or something, and they're like, "Oh, you know that." Like they open up so much more. You know what I mean? Like it's like they're like, "Oh yeah,
you're in their trust a little bit."
Yeah, exactly.
And it happens
exactly.
quick, man.
Yeah. But no, because when you're like a kid playing like ball hockey in the street, or like you're playing like shooting hoops in the driveway, and you're like hoping like the NBA is gonna drive by and be like, "We want this kid." That's what I was like at the combine. I was like, "Do they want me out here?"
You want to know, getting back to NCAA ball, because you just brought it up, just ball. What I would do outside of my driveway, I'd do the countdown out loud. 3, 2,
dude, for sure.
1, and hit that shot like Buddy from UConn yesterday.
Buddy,
that's what I would do.
I do that all the time,
hundreds of times.
And if I missed it, I'd grab the rebound.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Dude, it was the best. Am I growing
spin
up?
Spin it out and run back around. Come around the corner.
Growing up, I had at my mom's place. I had a hoop that was like. It was bolted into the top of the garage, so it wasn't like the retractable one, but it was bolted in there. it was like an 8-foot rim. It might not have even been 8. It
had
might have
one
been
of
like
those too.
7-10 or something.
Yeah, I had
So
one of
dude, I
those
would
too.
just be like
Exact same
windmilling on
thing.
that thing. Now it actually hurt, dude, because like when I would play on that, like during the summers, like early fall, like it would really mess up my form because you're obviously shooting on like an 8-foot rim.
so
yeah,
low.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you thought you were so cash.
Dude, so like when you'd get back to actual like practice and stuff for basketball, like when the season would start, or you'd like get back like outside of practice when you start going to like city gym shooting on 10s, it would take you like a minute to like get your rhythm back because you're so used to I would spend like May through October like out there shooting on this 8-foot rim, dunking, like working on the craziest layup
totally. Mad
packages.
packages.
Yeah. And then you get back to it and you're like, well, I gotta like readjust everything. And it takes a second.
Did you play high school ball?
Oh, yeah.
All through?
Yeah.
9 through 12?
Yeah, man. Well, it's 10 through 12 here.
10 through 12?
But yeah, so I played 7. Yeah, I played so like 7 through
Junior
9,
high,
junior
7 through
high,
9.
10 through 12. And,
Yeah. Were you a starter every year?
Yeah. No, not my grade 11 year, actually, funny enough. Because my grade 10 year, what was crazy was we only ran a junior team that year. Which, you know, like whatever. So our junior team was like loaded because it was
stacked.
Because I remember our coach had a meeting for everyone who wanted to try out for the basketball team, and he told everyone, he's like, there's not going to be a senior team this year. And so I remember thinking like, great, all the sick grade 11s who would have played senior are just going to like take spots here. Obviously I still made the squad, played, you know.
You a 1 or a 2?
I was a 1. Yeah, they tried to put me as a 2, but I was like, I'm a 1.
What were you known for?
Dude, I modeled my game after Steve Nash, like pass first,
So,
like move off the ball, find open
Could you
shots.
defend?
Yeah, I was a willing defender too.
Yeah. Okay.
Grade 11, I took more of like a scoring role. Like I really like took it on me to like get to the rim and finish and like make contact. Because another thing we did, and then same with grade 12, like I became more of a scorer as we evolved, but I always like pass first was always my best attribute. But my thing was because we like our coach really hammered it in. He was like, yeah, like free throws are free, man. So I really was like, I'm gonna I'm gonna initiate contact, create contact. Maybe I set the groundwork for SGA. Unfortunately, like look what I created.
This guy,
but
Rick.
No, I was pass first point guard.
Let's set the ground.
And then, dude, I remember one game. It's actually crazy. Brett Holden from Oilers Nation. We played one game against his school in grade 11. He was there watching. I don't know if he would remember this. You should ask him about it. But he was there watching in the stands, and I knew Brett because we went to camp together as kids. And I had the wettest game of my life, bro. In the fourth quarter, I was like James Harden. Like we were just running high screen rolls, and I was getting to the basket every play.
Finishing.
It was my highest scoring game of my career. They could not guard me. It must have been close to 40. Like, dude, it was like 30s maybe.
Yeah, nice.
Dude, it was like it was just a high screen roll. I would get to the basket. And I remember like walking out of the gym afterwards, seeing Brett there and just like pointing at him and him pointing back at me because we obviously knew each other from camp.
Sweet.
And it was
Game recognized game.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's
but yeah,
cool.
Hoop was awesome.
Yep.
Hoop was dope. Loved
Yeah,
it. We lost in grade 10. We lost in the semifinals, which was like crazy because we only ran a junior team that year. So it's like we probably left some meat on the bone there. Grade 11, we lost in the city championships on a buzzer. I took a buzzer beater at the end.
Really?
Dude, it was so I'll tell you exactly how it worked out. So inbound pass, like this was the only team we lost to in the regular season, East Glen. We championship game, they also, this is crazy, it was hosted in their barn. It wasn't at a neutral site, which sucks. They were the higher seed, but whatever. Final where it's like close game all the way through. Shout out also, I took 2 fouls early in the first quarter. I had to sit. Shout out Mogwin. Mogwin stepped up off the bench. He hit big shots in that game. Shout out Mogwin Gonquin. I don't know what he's doing now, but he came off the bench. He hit big shots in that game. But dude, anyway, so yeah, it's like end of the game. It's like we're down. I guess we must have been down 1. Because off the inbounds, I'm not going to say who it was, but it was Quentin Burbeck. He gets the inbound. He gives it up immediately. Like he turns it over immediately with like 4 seconds left or like 8 seconds left maybe. Cause I don't know if they did stop clock. No, they must have. But anyway, he turns it over and all this kid from East Glen had to do was hold him the ball and they would have won. He scores it actually. So he scores it to make it a 3-point game. Cause what would have happened is maybe it was a 1-point game because we would have had a chance to go down and win. And Quentin turned it down and maybe turns it into a 3-point game. So anyway, it's like 5 seconds left or whatever. I get the inbound. I have to chuck up a half quarter to tie it, send it to overtime. Obviously missed it.
You even come close?
I came close, but
Okay.
I missed. It was like I knew it when it left my hands too. I was like, that's it's over. And yeah, dude, we lost the city championship game on a missed buzzer beater by me.
Cities. I never got that deep in cities. We'd always.
Yeah, I think my grade 12 year, we lost in the quarters. We didn't have a very good team that year. Two of my boys, they who were like real good at ball, they didn't play in grade 12 because they didn't like the coach. So that was tough. That set us back. We also had two kids who transferred there, and then they left like halfway through the season to go to a different school. We had one guy, he broke his leg during the season, so we weren't a very good team that year. But yeah, it was fun, man. I loved it.
High school
It was
hoops,
dope.
baby.
High school basketball.
times.
Yeah. Just sitting here reliving the glory days.
Good times.
I've talked a lot. I feel bad. You guys should take it a little bit and talk a little bit here.
You were the one at the combine, man.
That's true.
I was good at high school hoops, man. I was good for 18 and 10. I was an 18-10 guy.
18
15,
boards,
10.
10 blocks.
No. Come on, man. Don't do me like that. Pick and roll king.
Yeah.
I'm good for a good solid 12 to 18 points, 10 boards. Half of those boards are just getting my own misses.
Yeah.
Just,
The
you
me
know, back and
bounce,
forth, yeah.
The Angel Reese
Angel
me bounce.
Exactly. Recent it for sure.
Dude, I've wanted to get like a Sports 1440 Oilersnation ElksNation collab
Dude.
basketball tournament going. I
Dude,
think that'd be
should.
so fun.
We really should. We talked about that at 1440 doing shinny,
Yeah.
but obviously that time has passed. But yeah, hoops, that would be fun, man.
It'd be fun to like maybe just break it down into like, because I'm sure we could get 5 teams of 5, 6 teams of 5, whatever. Do it like round robin style. I think it'd be fun. Have your team captains do the draft.
That'd be fun.
Like,
That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of fun.
it'd be cool. Would you play?
I would be in.
Oh, Rick's
There we
in
go.
for sure.
There's no, I'll never turn down some sort of sporting event like that.
to compete.
Oh yeah, no, I'm in all the time.
Do you know anyone at Oilers Nation who can really hoop? Like,
Off the top of my
Peyton
head,
hoop?
I have no idea, but there's got to be somebody up there. Someone around here plays ball. I'm sure.
Yeah,
Put up a jumper.
for sure. Get to the rim.
Yeah. Not like you though. Not like you.
I would. Yeah, man. I would. Yeah, but ball is sick. Hoop is sick. It's just fun. Like,
I picked up a hoop this past summer because I live in a cul-de-sac, and there's tons of kids. Sorry, it's very unprofessional. But I picked up a nice hoop.
yeah. Work
Just
on
to be
that.
out.
Work on that.
Just to be out, man. I say it's like an excuse so the kids in the neighborhood can use it, but honestly, it's just so I can be out there putting up jumpers so I don't get bored just
Yeah, man.
being out playing with kids.
Dude.
I put up mad jumpers last summer, bro. Like sometimes when you find it, it feels good,
Yeah.
you know? You get a good rhythm.
It's the best.
Yeah, bro.
To just
It is
hit
the best.
consistently.
Yeah.
Dude, even like sometimes just to like hit a real clean euro on nobody feels like
Oh, yeah.
so nice.
Oh yeah, or just a nice left finger roll. You know, you got to work the fundamentals.
Yeah. Dude, left finger was
How's
like
your left?
kind of tough. My left is fine.
I
left is
think my
fine.
left is above average.
I have kind of a like I'll finish with my left or whatever. I have kind of a pet move. It's a step back to my left off my left hand.
Okay.
Like I'll cross, one dribble left, step back to my left, plant, shoot.
Yeah.
That's yeah. I shot like 0 for 9.
We got to
but,
play
you know.
ball. Yeah, we got to play ball.
I know Sean Brown's down too because he always talks about
Brownie. Yeah,
He's every time I see him, he's got way more size than I realized. Like
He's
he's
a big
tall-
dude, huh?
He's yeah, man. Because we also another thing me and him always talk about is like boxing. I'm like, Brownie, I'll touch you up. But every time I get close to him, I'm like, man, you're way bigger and stronger than I thought you were. Like you were definitely an NHL enforcer.
How
for
tall?
sure.
Like bigger than me, tall wise?
Yeah, I think he's
Sure.
probably 6'4".
Ooh,
And
yeah.
he's strong too, man. He's got to be like
At least 50.
I was gonna say 40, yeah, 240, but like
Yeah,
just
big.
strong 240 still,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to bench against him for sure. But
Respect.
hoop maybe 3 dribbles. I probably got enough twitch off 3 dribbles to get outside.
I think he can stick with you.
Yeah, he'd probably 11-0 me. He'd probably just swat all of it. I'd be so humble.
Man, I got the itch, man. I kind of got the itch like I do to golf. Like I want to get the hoop up.
Well, dude, for like a week now, I've wanted to go just shoot at like open gym at Commonwealth or something before work, and I just like haven't got around to it. But I don't even like. I assume you can just go and like just shoot open gym.
For sure.
I should get on
Sure.
tomorrow morning. Maybe I
Just
will.
get out there all the time.
Maybe I'll go to the Y tomorrow. There's a Y West Side. Maybe I'll go to that one.
You have a membership?
No, you have to have a membership.
Yeah.
You can't just do drop in.
No.
Sorry, I forget that. I guess I'll go to Commonwealth.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Just go get some shots up.
You thought you could just drop in and play hoops for free?
Yeah, for sure. Well, not for free. I'd pay. Like I thought it was like, hey, like
Well, you could do a drop in.
Yeah.
You pay your drop in. Yeah.
All right. So I can't do that.
I'm tripping. I'm
right.
more or lless thinking like you just wanted to go and take advantage of the court.
Like, hey, you guys got a court here. Can I just use it?
Can I go shoot?
Yeah.
That's where I was
at. All right. Should we get to a little Rick's rant?
I'm ready to go here.
Let's go.
Ooh,
I'm
okay,
guessing we got a good one. Vegas and all.
Well, this will be an interesting one. I wonder where everybody sits on this. It's the airport, not necessarily a fun place to be until you get past security and all that stuff. But coming back, I got a little bit annoyed. I'm standing in the line, there's a group of people up at the desk there getting their boarding pass, and it's the old suitcase that weighs too much. So now instead of like being prepared and getting by, we all know there's like a 50-pound weight limit, like but now they hold up the line by having to step back. They're not letting other people in there and trying to rearrange their suitcase, take this out, take that out, do it back up, re-weigh. No, that wasn't enough. Okay, redo it. Like there's a lineup. There's a lot of people behind you now, and it's only growing. You got to have your suitcase.
Yeah.
You got to have this whole situation on lockdown. Don't be that person. It's very frustrating to be behind them. And then all of a sudden you start getting annoyed with like the agents and stuff, right? Just because you're getting annoyed having to stand there, and it was just kind of annoying, is what, especially at the end of the trip, because you just want to get the home.
Well, TSA is going through a thing right now too.
It was definitely not a thing when we were there.
Really? Hey?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get to the airport. Well, we got to the airport like the 6:30ish or something like that. We flew right through. Like the security, not a problem.
Mhm.
The longest wait you had there was putting all your stuff into the little bus bin.
Yeah.
It takes a minute to take your stuff off.
Totally.
That's why. But yeah, no, have your suitcase figured out by the time you get to the front of the line.
That's rookie move.
Yeah, though that was kind of annoying.
Beyond rookie move. That's just inconsiderate.
That's just what it is, right? You look around, like everybody just wants to get through. So if you're not doing that, you're just giving a big middle finger to everybody else saying, "Not doing my own
it's your
thing."
First time, like there's a weight limit.
Yeah,
So you're
and
just trying
this
to
was definitely
push
not a
it
first time situation.
Yeah, you're just trying to take advantage and push it. I got to actually bring this up because I caught some heat on the radio this morning. Where do you guys stand on me? So I drive around all the time. I'm heating my lunch up every day. I'm not buying lunch, and I'm heating it up in gas stations and stuff. I'm not buying something every time. Where do you guys stand on that? Is that wrong? Like,
I've never been in that situation.
You're like Duke.
Grab
Duke
a pack of gum.
Yeah, but not every time. Like,
Grab a water.
Not every time.
I don't know.
What's wrong with that? How come I need to buy something? Do you have to buy something? What about if you go and take a dump or a piss in their bathroom? You're gonna buy something just because you use their washroom?
I guess my thing would be so, and maybe this is wrong, like societally, but societally might be the wrong word. It's a little just more accepted that yes, this is also a bathroom, as opposed to like.
But they have the microwave there just for people to use to heat up their sandwiches and stuff. Is your belief?
Yeah, like I don't know.
You can be honest.
It's
I
weird
have a secondary question then, because I'll go in and use the ATM and then leave. Is that a difference?
No, like that's there to be used.
Then
So
what's
is the
the microwave there for?
Well,
I had one dude like lose it, like calling me like disrespectful. I got no morals. Like there was a texter who lost it today.
it's weird because just to me personally, it feels like wrong, but we're talking about it and I don't really know why. To your credit.
And especially when I'm spending thousands of dollars on gas for Petro Canada, for example. I'm a Petro member. I'm spending thousands.
There is no chance they know what you just did, because if you're just watching, we don't go inside to pay anymore. So if you filled up with gas, you did everything outside, out of anybody's eyeballs. Walked inside, you may or may not just filled up with nobody.
Well, they can tell on the computer if a transaction went through, like at one of the pumps.
Nonetheless, though, I really don't see an issue with that. And then you talk about the health factor, like Duke's like, oh, make sandwiches and stuff, this and that. No, I'm eating greens, broccoli, chicken, and rice.
Yeah, that's a lot of bread after a while.
Like I'm not eating sandwiches every day on the road, and it can show with your body.
I don't know, man. This is weird. Because like the more
he was like very firm on it, like
Duke
he disgusted with me.
What was his pushback? Why?
that I should be buying something that I'm going.
But why? But why?
Smelling it up and leaving. And that was another, this good texter. He's like, you're going to smell it up for a minimum wage worker and they have to sit in it. Oh, what about the person who goes and stinks up the bathroom or, splatters all over the toilet and leaves? Like,
there's a lot worse out there than that.
than
That's
using
for
a
damn
microwave that is there.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's why I bring it up, because I
it's-
personally, and there's people in my camp like it's no big deal. Truckers, that's what it's there for. People on the road.
That's a great
I
point.
can't-
Then I would love to see what the
well, but it's there.
point
Like
of
if
view
you,
of, like,
if you
truckers and
buy
stuff.
like a microwavable meal from the store, it's there to use.
I've been kicked out, and I do it every day. I've done it for 7 years, every day on the road, essentially. And I've only been kicked out of like 5 places where they're like, no, can't use it. No, it's only for paid. Like you're buying something from our store. It's happened a handful, but I've done it like hundreds and hundreds of times.
Most people have no problem with it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a
I don't
And I
know.
do buy stuff. I do
store.
buy waters and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not, but there's oftentimes, no, I don't want to go buy. Why I buy lunch? I'm
Yeah,
trying to
it's
save
prepared.
money. That's why I'm
Yeah.
bringing in Tupperware.
Yep.
I got
Yeah,
liters full like this in the car. I'm
Shout
good.
out to Walla. Sponsor us. Great water. Yeah. I don't know, man.
But you kind of okay.
I guess maybe my thing is just maybe this is really what it is. Like I just feel like maybe this is what it's boiled down to for me. Like I would feel weird doing it personally, but now the more we talk about it, like maybe that's just a personal thing. And like I don't actually have, why would I be mad at
The
someone else
only
doing it?
inconvenience is you're drawing whatever little bit of power it would be to use their microwave from the power bill. Other than that, it's a microwave, man. What are we talking about here?
the-
Are we sensitive?
If he was
The
if he were
only-
creating a lineup of people,
That's
paying
what I was
for
gonna say,
something,
Rick.
okay,
That's what I
maybe.
was gonna
If
say.
someone's sitting there, they got some ramen noodle or whatever the hell they're gonna, and
man.
you're in line.
That's what I was
first,
gonna
they're
say,
waiting,
Rick.
Yeah,
okay,
it
maybe.
ain't,
But
no, man.
the chances of that happening are probably very, very
Man,
slim
I'm out
anyway.
in
So
rural Alberta. I walk in there. It's me and the clerk. Oftentimes, it's, hey, how you doing? I walk right to the mic. I'll put my stuff in. I'll walk
Yeah.
around. Sometimes I'll grab a water and then take it and go.
yeah, there's no issues with that.
Like, honestly,
How long did you heat it up for? 2 minutes?
a minute 32.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like, that's what
Yeah.
I do.
All right. Okay.
But people in the Duke, like, people really took issue. I was quite taken aback, actually, at how, like, disgusted they seemed with me.
Disgusted a little, like, look, figure it out.
Oh,
Like,
Duke
that's-
was pissed, man.
That's okay.
Like,
Duke,
he was pissed.
like, relax.
And then I didn't think about it until after I was done on air. But I'm like, what about all the people? So you telling me everybody who stops at a restaurant or at a gas station to go take a pee is buying something when they're on the road trips?
No, but it's
No.
also like gas stations are more there to be used as rest stops. Like I don't. It's
Because
not.
it's for convenience.
It's because
Yeah,
so,
but
is
it's
the
not
mic-
like-
so is a microwave.
so is the mic.
but it's like pitched as like, hey, rest stop. It's not pitched as, hey, come use our microwave.
They
Rest
all
is a
the thing
rest.
is they all have one. Every single I've never gone into a gas station or convenience store that doesn't have one. They all have them for a reason to use them.
All right.
And the amount of
I
products
don't-
in there that you're gonna buy, turn and go use the microwave is so very, very, very slim.
It's very slim. Not exact. That was gonna actually kind of be my next point. In a lot of these rural communities, small town communities, they got like just some regular high guard sandwiches. How many people are taking a pepperoni or a turkey and cheese sandwich and using the microwave? Because that's the only food that they have in the
Yeah.
store. So
And in a business sense, I would have you come in and do that. I'll put the microwave in the back, like the old casino tricks. And this way you have to walk past
Exactly.
everything. There's a very good chance you will
yeah,
buy
and that's
something.
what I do. I do pick up odds and ends, gums,
Yeah.
corn nuts here and there.
Corn nuts. Shout out
But-
corn nuts.
Like there's times where I definitely don't.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. That's a fair trade.
All right. Yeah. You kind of sold. I don't know, man. I'd feel weird doing it.
Okay, what about
For the first time, then the next time you're like, that was super duper convenient.
to me it's like falls in the same type of category as tipping. Like if I'm going and serving myself or even just getting a coffee from Starbucks, are you tipping for that at the till?
Dude, how about this?
No,
Was it
not.
Starbucks the other day? $5 tip option on like a $2 coffee. Like let's
that's madness.
figure it out. Let's
It's
figure
madness.
it out.
I happily
I got
say no tip to many things
yeah.
in life.
Well, this might be for another day. I guess we kind of got to start wrapping it up.
Yeah.
But that's I got a lot of thoughts.
And
on
I'm
that.
not cheap, man.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not cheap.
I'm
That's
not
what this
knocking a
is.
tip at
Some people are
restaurants.
calling me cheapo and stuff for not buying
No.
every time. That's not what this is.
Yeah, you can't buy every single time.
No, and you can't eat shit either, man.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. Blind ranking?
I'm ready. All right.
Gas
Obviously, I
station
was
amenities? Is that what we have today?
I was in Vegas, so this one's going to be a little more Vegas Central.
Yeah.
We're ranking casino games today.
Okay.
Like it.
We're going to start off with roulette.
I like roulette.
2.
I'll put roulette too. Yeah.
Let's move over just to slots. Generic, your choice.
I mean, here's the thing for me. Like, I'm gonna put slots 3 on the, and I want to be very clear. Like, slots are like the worst one you can play in terms of like winning probability, probably in terms of addictiveness. But my thing with slots is like when I play it, I'll put 20, 40 in as a time killer and just kind of accept that like
You're paying for
yeah,
entertainment.
yeah.
Pretty identical answer. And because some of the other ones I just don't even know how to play.
Yeah. So
Well,
3.
this
So
is probably
3.
going to be one of those then. Craps.
Yeah. That'll be 4.
I don't know how to play it, but I like the idea of it, and I think I like it. So I'll put
It's
it.
fun
Looks
when you get a table
Everybody,
going.
I
That's
was
for
gonna
sure.
say the table gets going.
I'll put.
Yeah.
The thing is, so I think in my mind there are 3 games left for 2 spots, and I don't know. Maybe they'll both come up, maybe one, but I don't know how to play craps, so I am going to put it 5.
That's fair. We're going down just a nice little blackjack table.
That'll be 4.
1.
One, and then poker.
Yeah, it's easy one.
Yeah,
That's
5.
an easy one.
I'm not a big
Yeah.
poker guy.
Love
Yeah,
poker.
me either.
Super time consuming.
Yep.
Not a big poker guy.
Love
Yeah.
poker. A lot
Like
of
in
fun.
the
with it.
investment into the strategy, I want to make my quick hits of money.
I always like poker because like you're not playing against the house. Like obviously the house takes their rake, but you're playing against.
Yeah. Others.
Yeah.
And if you don't show and got good strategy, you can make out well.
Oh yeah, man, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Shout out poker. We Oilers Nation Casino Night. Oilers Nation, Elks Nation Sports 1440
Let's
Casino
roll.
Night.
Happens after our basketball tourney.
Yeah.
The 3-on-3
day.
tourney.
Same day. Yeah. Deep stack it. Okay. Anything else you guys want to add? I feel bad. Like I said, I kind of talked a lot.
we're
My
good, man.
apologies.
You were boots on ground down there.
Big
Ground
J.
0.
Big J. All right. So anything else? Anything you guys want to leave on?
Nope.
Okay. I don't know what the schedule is going to look like for this weekend. Good Friday, obviously. I have already talked to Mike. I don't think a guest will be available that
Okay.
day. So if we want to shuffle it to maybe Thursday or something, we could do that. If you guys want to, we'll see whatever
I'm
you
out
guys
of
want to do.
town until Thursday. I leave today down to
Yeah.
Airdrie. So I'm back Thursday evening.
Okay. So we'll figure something out. We
You
won't
go-
leave you guys hanging on that
Saturday,
one. But,
whatever. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
yeah, we'll figure it out. Appreciate you guys listening. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.